Control structures: if, then, else. Objectives. In this lecture, we will learn about control structures, examine relational operators, discover how to use the selection control structure if else. A computer can process instructions in sequence, selectively using branches, making a choice, repetitively, iteratively, looping, or by calling a function. The two most common control structures are selection and repetition. Figure 4-1 illustrates the flow of execution of each control structure. In the sequence control structure, statements flow one after another. In the selection control structure, statements are executed based on the evaluation of an expression. For example, if the evaluated expression is false, then statement 2 is executed. In the repetition or iterative control structure, a statement is repeated until the evaluated expression is determined to be false. It is important to note that the execution of the selection or repetition requires execution of a logical expression. For example, the expression evaluates to true or false, 8 is greater than 3. Relational operators allow us to perform evaluations of our variables in statements. In C++, there are many relational operators for us to use. Table 4-1 provides a listing. Some examples are not equal to, if today is not equal to Tuesday, greater than or equal to, if 8 is greater than or equal to 9. Relational operators and simple data types. Conditional statements are only executed if certain conditions are met. Boolean conditions evaluate to either true or false. Relational operators allow comparisons, require two operands, or evaluate to true or false. Relational operators can be used with 3 simple data types. For example, 8 is less than 15 evaluates to true. 6 is not equal to 6 evaluates to false. 2.5 is greater than 5.8 evaluates to false. 5.9 is less than or equal to 7.5 evaluates to true. One-way selection, the if-then statement. The syntax of a one-way selection statement is if, and then your expression statement, where the expression statement is called a decision maker. The statement is executed if the value of the expression is true. The statement is bypassed if the value is false. The program goes to the next statement. We can see in the one-way selection, if the expression is true, then the statement gets executed. If the expression is false, then the statement is skipped. The two-way selection, if, then, else statement. The syntax of a two-way selection is if the expression is true, then execute statement 1. Else, if false, execute statement 2. The figure shows that if the expression is true, then statement 1 is executed. Otherwise, statement 2 is executed. Compound statements. A compound statement functions like a single statement. Statement 1 will get executed, then statement 2 will get executed, then statement 3 will get executed, and so forth. We can embed multiple statements in our if-else structure. We do this by using braces followed by our statements. Multiple selections, the nested if. Nesting is one control statement that is located within another and gives our programs greater functionality. It is important to note that an else is associated with the most recent if that has not been paired with an else. Examples of nested if statements. Assume that score is a variable of type int. Based on the value of score, we have the following code which outputs the grade. If the incoming score is greater than or equal to 90, then the grade is an A. If the incoming score is greater than or equal to 70, then the grade is a C. Our summary. We learned control structures alter normal control flow. The most common control structures are the selection and repetition. We learned about relational operators. We learned two selection structures, one-way selection and two-way selection. The expression in an if or if-else structure is usually a logical expression. We learned that there are no standalone else statements in C++. Every else statement has to have a related if. A sequence of statements enclosed between braces is called a compound statement or a block of statements.